Hi and welcome to this latest short video in the series that I'm putting together of this refurbishment. As you can see, we've still got the scaffolding outside and the roof is done, and we're now waiting for the rendering team to come along because of the wall tie failure issues that we had with this building. Once we've replaced the wall ties, you will see that it's very difficult to make the repair look attractive, basically, because where you take a wall tie out and then you replace a new tie, you will in brickwork always see that. And because of the quality that we want to prepare here, we're going to render over the whole building and create a better overall image. So sorry about the background noise, I'm on the main road, but I wanted to show you this building. So I'm going to take you inside now and show you what progress we've been making. So just bear with me as I turn the camera around and then you can see what we're doing. So as I've just said, okay. So we're just going to take you inside here. This is the brickwork I mentioned to you, and once the ties are replaced, we're going to have some issues there. So let's just take you inside and see what progress we've been making. So this hallway, you'll remember, we're going to have a new doorway on an angle here, which we're going to open out, and that's going to be our ground floor disabled access toilet. This wall we've had to hack off, and we've still got yet to board the ceiling, but we're just in the final throes of the first fix electrics and the plumbing. So we have got lighting on in here now, and the central heating is all connected up. We're just waiting for the service engineer to repair a little problem we've got with the boiler, and then we should be able to have the heating on, which would be great for this time of year. So into this room, we've now had all our windows delivered, our new front door, and as you can see, we're going to go this nice now dark grey effect. We think this is going to bring the house to a really modern appearance. The rest of the windows are going to be white on the back and then grey on the front. This room here, we've had the damp-proof course fitted and installed, The walls have been hacked off to 1.2 metres, and then they're going to be rendered in with a new sand and cement coat, including an inhibitor, to stop any salts that still remain in this brickwork bleeding through into the new plaster. We'll be doing a new ceiling in this room. It was a shame really, because if you remember in one of the earlier videos, when we first walked into this house, it was in a very good decorative order, and all the walls, the covings, the wall ceilings were papered. But unfortunately, when you get into a job like this, and this is one of the things that I can't press home enough, when you strip the wallpaper off, you end up with quite a lot of damage on the walls, just like this. And the problem here you have is that to repair these walls, and in fact you can still see the pattern where the old papers were, to skim that over, you may as well do what we do, and that is we board over everything. So I'm just going to take you into the what was the old lounge and the rear lounge. Now what we've done here, we have actually boarded it all, we've skimmed it, we've fitted now our downlighters. And if you recall, there's a wall in this position here, and what we did, we took it out, and my idea was to make a completely open plan lounge, family room, kitchen, and that is starting to come together really nicely now. So the kitchen is basically in. We've gone for quite a nice quality worktop, because obviously we're going to be selling this house at a slightly higher price than we normally do with some of our projects. We've put a fitted fridge freezer in. We've repositioned the boiler, which was originally on this wall here. I'm going to hide that in the cupboard there. And then from the earlier video, you might remember, this was all a kitchen. So we've created a partition down there to section the kitchen off, and then this is going to be just a utility room with a door here. So that's coming together really nicely from this aspect. So you've got this kitchen here opening into this open plan family room. Now one of the jobs to remain is in this area here. we're going to be putting a French door opening inward, and we'll put some decking. Well, we've now had a good clear up of the garden, and we've got a nice better view of the countryside and the golf course behind. You can just see here that we've got the new window fitted in there already. We're going to go white. And then if I just take you on through to the house and up to the upstairs now. This area here you can see has been hacked off again. We're waiting here for the Clasemont render to go on. Excuse me. This is some of the defects that we found again behind the plasterwork when we took the papering off. And again, this is really poor quality, and there's little you can do here other than to hack it off, re-sand cement render it, or indeed overboard it. So upstairs, we have boarded all of the upstairs, and we've plastered, and you can see now that it's drying out. These sort of spots on the walls, for you guys who are querying what that is, that's where we've dot and dabbed, and there is some more moisture in those locations, but they'll dry out. So this room is now just about ready for decoration. The radiators are on the wall, and as I mentioned, if we can get the heating on today, then we can have the place drying out nicely. Second bedroom, and then the third bedroom, that's all done, and again you can see it's drying out nicely. We've fitted the internal doors. We've gone for a nice quality timber door here. We've left the plastic on because when the decorator comes in, obviously we don't want the doors to get covered in paint. So they're ready to go. Some nice chrome ironmongery, some hinges, some nice quality hinges to go with this door. And then into the bathroom, as you can see, the floor is already tiled. We've tiled the walls. We've put the feature tiling in that I like to do with this off the floor vanity unit. I've told my guys to put a little bit more feature paneling in here, so we've got a bit of a contrast between the tile here and the back wall of the basin. There's going to be a lid over there for the recessed cistern. This window is obviously in now, which we made smaller from before, and as I turn you around now, we've got the P-shaped bath in place, feature tiling, the extractor fan and light is in, and my chrome radiator. So again, this is starting to come together. Some final bit of work with the architrave around the door to be done. When this is then grouted, it's all going to just come together. A bit of tiling at the end, bath panel to be put in. What we've also done here, guys, is I don't like seeing pipework. It's one of my pet hates. And as an architect, I don't like seeing things that aren't all smooth and covered over. So we've got the waste along the corner there. That'll all be tiled in. And again, we've got wastes here that are going away to the soil. So we'll be tiling all that into it. It'll all be all nice and flush. So, there you are, guys. That's it for now. Well, let me just show you the view, because I think this is a tremendous view that we've got now. So the garden, as you can see, is trimmed. There's a lot of work to be done there, but there's a lovely garden and a lovely aspect with some views over the countryside. So there you are, guys. A short video again for you. I hope you found that of use. By all means, ask me any questions that you'd like, anything to do with anything that you've seen that you think that I haven't covered, or you'd like to ask any questions. You know this is what I do. I've been doing this for 20 years now, so there's not a lot that I haven't seen. So I'm quite happy to answer any of your questions. So thanks very much indeed, and I look forward to presenting you with your next video. Cheers, bye-bye.